Hello class, and welcome to week 2 of the Introduction to Philosophy. Last week we started our philosophical investigations with our first topic, ethics. We're going to continue that topic this week, although in a slightly different way. Last week we asked very specific questions in ethics, about whether abortion is okay and about whether the death penalty is okay. This week, rather than asking those specific questions, we're going to ask more general questions about the nature of morality itself. So just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, some of you may have had in the back of your mind when we were talking about the morality of abortion, you may have been thinking, some people argue just so passionately that abortion is okay. Other people argue so passionately that abortion is not okay. You might have been wondering, maybe both sides are wrong. Maybe both sides are mistaken because there is no right answer about whether or not abortion is okay. In fact, you might also be wondering the same thing about the death penalty. Maybe there's no right answer about whether the death penalty is okay. In fact, you can push this concern even further and say, maybe there's no right answer in ethics at all. Maybe anytime somebody says something like abortion is wrong, the death penalty is wrong, or even something like it's good to give to people who are in need, all of these claims are just mistaken because there is no such thing as a moral truth in the same way that there are, say, scientific truths or mathematical truths. Anytime somebody utters a moral statement, it's a false statement. This is the view known as moral nihilism, and it's the first view that we're going to cover this week. The second view that we're going to cover this week is known as cultural relativism. Unlike moral nihilism, cultural relativism holds that there really is a moral truth, or there are moral truths in the world, but that these truths are relative to the culture that you belong to. For example, in many Middle Eastern countries, they practice something known as female circumcision, or female genital mutilation, as it's known here in the West. A lot of people in the West think that this is a horrible practice, specifically in the United States. People think that this is morally wrong. But in places like Egypt, they don't think it's morally wrong. So according to cultural relativism, there's no objectively right answer about whether female circumcision is right or wrong. But it depends on what culture you're a part of. In the United States, it really is wrong. In Egypt, it's not wrong. This is called cultural relativism, the claim that there are moral truths in the world, but they're relative to cultures. The third and final position that we're going to cover this week is known as moral objectivism. This is the view that there is a moral truth in the world and that this truth is not relative to our beliefs or to our cultural values. And our job as ethicists is to figure out what that moral truth is and to find out what the basis of that truth is. Okay, so those are the three positions that we're going to cover this week. I look forward to hearing from you.